So the main function of your coolant here, or antifreeze as some people call it, is to absorb the heat from the engine and transfer it through a series of hoses to the radiator and the fan for cooling. So it's pretty much made to keep your engine from overheating. So driving on low coolant is definitely not advised. One of the big issues you're going to have is you're going to overheat your engine, which it's never good to drive overheated engine because it's just going to cause more issues in the long run. One of the big things that could happen is you could blow a head gasket. So things to look for if you think you might be blowing a head gasket is you're going to have smoke coming from the interior of your engine or from your tailpipe. You also may experience some loss of power. You might have some engine knocking. It might be shaking a lot, and definitely a decrease in efficiency. So keep an eye out for that. That might mean you have a head gasket going. Also, another easy way to check for if you think you have a head gasket going is to check your oil dipstick. If you pull it out and there's like milky liquid bubbles kind of at the bottom of the dipstick, that pretty much is a telltale sign that you blew your head gaskets. So one other problem with driving with low coolant is your air conditioner might be malfunctioning a lot. If it's going to be blowing hot air, that's definitely a sign that you have low coolant. And another thing is some vehicles actually have an automatic shutoff if your vehicle gets too hot. So if your engine gets too warm, your vehicle might actually just shut down on itself. So what are some of the signs to keep an eye out for if you think you have low coolant? Number one is you're going to have an engine light on your dashboard. They're going to be kind of like your check engine light. An engine light should come on that your coolant is low. Definitely, stop, check your coolant. Make sure to keep it up to par. Second, on your dashboard with your gauges, there's going to be a gauge for engine temperature. So just keep an eye on that. The needle should be directly in the middle pretty much all the time. If it's above it towards the hot, definitely stop. That probably means you have some low coolant. Let your vehicle cool down before you start driving again. So the last thing to keep an eye out for is actually not even going to be looking for it. You're actually going to be smelling it. So if your coolant is actually leaking, it may smell sweet. So antifreeze actually contains glycol, which is a sweet viscous liquid used to regulate the freezing and boiling temperatures of water. So if it's leaking, you're probably going to smell something sweet from your engine. Definitely just lead right up to the coolant system. Check all your lines and your radiator. Make sure there's no liquid coolant leaking anywhere. And definitely fix the hose before you fill this up again, because you don't need to be filling it again. If you have a leak somewhere, you're just going to keep filling it over and over again.